everyone, and welcome to the It Just Works podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, and I just want to say hi. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've recorded an episode, and I'm excited to be back to record a new episode today, the day after. Okay, jeez, I got really aggressive. To record an episode the day after freaking July 4th. And I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks now since I've recorded an episode. So as you could imagine, it's great to be back. I'm happy to be back. I was really gonna just take the month off from like social media and the podcast, just like completely take a break through the month of July and just not come back until I felt like I was ready. And that might happen down the road. It might happen after this episode. I don't know. But what I do know is I really wanted to hit record today and just talk to you guys and check in and see how everyone's doing. I hope you're doing well. If you're not, be sure to reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you and be there for you if I can be. And you can do that by reaching out to me on Instagram at ItJustWorksPodcast. Changing the Instagram handle probably today. But be sure to reach out to me if you ever need anything. But I really do hope all of you out there are doing well. I appreciate you sticking around and waiting for a new episode patiently. Just been going through a lot mentally and really trying to like narrow down like the stupid shit to the serious shit, making like a pros and cons list of, mental notes and what I really want to focus on. So we can kind of dive into that before I talk about what I've been up to in July 4th and what it means to me, and the poll I did on the movie Sandlot, and kind of talking about why I think that's a July 4th movie, even though I think it's pretty obvious once I jump into it. But yeah, like as far as the pros and cons list goes, I'm a late bloomer, and it's something that I'm not really proud of. There's like typically a timeline on like what people do with their lives. So like for instance, I still live at home. I do, and it's just the fact of it. Am I proud of it? No. Could I have done better? 100%. But I'm doing that now. Better late than never, right? So I'm really excited to like be looking for my own place here, and hopefully September and October, just trying to, clean up a few things that I need to take care of. I'm really excited at the prospect of moving forward into the next big thing for my adulthood, just gaining more responsibility and just being, just keep growing up, I always want to keep evolving as a person. So I made like a pros and cons list of like just some of the stupid shit I care about. And I don't think the podcast is stupid by any means, but there's no doubt that like, this isn't like bringing in income for me. I hope that it does someday, but right now it's like the farthest thing from it, and it's just not growing. And I was just gonna put this to the wayside, and I really don't want to. I don't want this to be on the sidelines. I still love this, and I still really do have a passion for it. I've been thinking about like what episodes to make and what to do. But the pros, we're just working on my mental health. I feel like I haven't been sleeping that well the last few days. I don't know why. Probably has something to do with the heat. To be honest, summer is just a really tough time for me in general when it comes to sleeping. Like, it's just not fun. It's not something I really look forward to. Trying to navigate around it, but you know how that goes. Just my overall well-being, my health. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this with a blurred screen, but you should be able to. I bought a gallon jug of water, or a container, a stainless steel container that keeps like the water cold or whatever's in it cold or hot. And it has been amazing so far to have this. I ordered it on Saturday and got it on Sunday. I've literally used it every day. Today's like the first day where I haven't done good as far as the gallon goes, but I'm probably going to chug a shit ton of it after I hit record or stop recording. So yeah, just trying to work on my health, my mental health, so physical health, mental health, and then finances, just really keep going on that, keep saving, keep bringing down any kind of debt, looking to get my own place. Like those 4 things are top of the list. I need to put some lotion on my skin. I just got some skincare cream. Hopefully it works with my knuckles. But yeah, so I'm like really excited to just like kind of just hammer down on those things. As I did say on the last episode, I am trying to get into golf as a new hobby and practicing. I haven't practiced yet this week, but I plan to hopefully this weekend. So that's been fun. been doing that, and getting even just a little bit better every time has been really rewarding. And I'm really excited to hopefully just one day be decent enough to, like, if someone wants to, like, hey, let's go to the course, like, it's tee off at 7, like, I'll be there. I want to be able to say that. So that's been, like, really exciting, to be honest. It's been really exciting. I don't know how to, like, contain my excitement on that. I love the idea of, like, having these hobbies in my house. So, like, video games, the podcast, playing guitar, working out, watching movies, and then the ability to just go outside. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go golf, go do archery. Like, I just love that prospect of being able to go do those things. Axe throwing's fucking fun. Bowling's amazing. Yeah, good stuff. Concerts. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Work's just been really busy, honestly, just being a district manager, really trying to be the best I can be at my role. Obviously that comes with a lot of time. It doesn't happen overnight. And obviously I have to tell myself that, just because I want to do good and I want to make people proud, and, make myself proud, and I want to be successful. I want to continue to do what I've done at the company, like this company, and like the success I've had growing there. And not only as a person, but as an employee, has just been remarkable. And it's something I want to continue. I don't want to give up on it. So that's been really fun. All of the people that work for me are just incredible people, and it's been really cool to get to know them more, to work with them, to help them as any ways I can so far. So that's fantastic. That's been really fun. They're selling a lot of cases. They're making me proud as hell. So now I get to say it like that, I guess. But seriously, they're incredible people. Don't think they'll ever hear this, but they know who they are, and I adore the hell out of them. I just think they're incredible individuals, and I can't wait to continue to get to work with them, alongside them, and just, hopefully bring a great work environment, because I think that's the most important thing. And that's something I really like to do about my role, or do with my role, is create a really, family environment. Everyone's happy to go to work, happy to, do what they got to do, go in the field, knock it out, and go home, have a good day, successful day. Like, that's the goal at the end of the day, and continue to grow the business. So work's just been wild, and it's just been so fun and uplifting. It's been a massive, like, positive impact on my life right now. I literally, like, I know it sounds crazy. I was tired last Friday. I was ready for the weekend, but, like, yesterday I was ready to go back to work for sure today and just handle some stuff. So yeah, work's been awesome. As I said, golf, just trying to go to the driving range as much as possible and practice the swing, practice making contact with the ball, straighter shots. Definitely feel like the swing is, like, probably the most important thing right now, based off how I feel physically. Like, it starts to hurt if you don't hit the ball right. So yeah, that's kind of a little rough, but yeah, just doing that. My cousin Jarrett's down to visit, and it's really cool hanging out with him as always. Eric's back from Japan, so hopefully we have him on to talk about Japan. I think it'll be really cool. So him and his wife were in Japan for 2 weeks, and they got me some really cool Charizard gifts. They brought back these delicious, just fucking delicious pancakes that had margarine butter in them and syrup, like, inside them, like, and they picked it up from 7-Eleven. It's just like something you can just pick up off a shelf, and I tell you what, is one of the best things I've ever had in my life. So keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna try to have him on and talk about Japan, hopefully sooner than later, because I don't want him to forget anything. Like, I think his experience is really cool, and I would love for him to, like, talk upon it or speak upon it. So yeah, we'll try to set that up. But I'm happy they're back home and safe, safe flights back home. Been spending a lot of time with my niece and nephew, and I got to see my other nephews while they were gone as well. So I just love seeing the kiddos. Incredible kids. Definitely blessed as an uncle to have such amazing kids in my life. All 5 of them. No, 6 of them. Yeah, 6. Jeez, there's too many to count. But yeah, they're all incredible kids. Awesome. That's been great. I've been playing Pokemon Emerald, so I recorded a video for YouTube, and I lose to a gym leader so I kind of started my playthrough like I had just beat Rustboro City, I believe it's called, the first gym leader, Roxanne, I think her name is, with Nose Pass. So I start the video right when you're done with that city, like, you save the Devon, or you get the Devon goods or whatever. to give to Steven in Dewford. So I start the video going to Dewford on the boat, and then I end the video losing to a gym leader, Brawley, and then I literally beat it off camera because I was training and then I wanted to play the game. So that's kind of been tough to record, but I literally beat him off camera. So I'll just say it here. I beat him off camera just using Bullet Seed Grovyle. I don't know why I lost in the first place. I think I was just trying to be different and like use all my other Pokemon. So that was fun, but I'm like really excited to play through this game. I'm recording it on my GameCube, so it's an authentic Pokemon Emerald run through. So keep an eye out for that. It's just going to be game audio only, so there won't be any commentary. I'm just not good at commentary, so I'm not there yet. I think like Pokemon Stadium commentary will come back very soon. So keep an eye out for that, because I think that's like a series I want to finish before I move on to maybe something else in terms of Pokemon. So I'll probably do Emerald and Stadium at the same time. Yeah, I took a break from Zelda because I'm at the point now where I want to make sure I record the rest of the footage just to finally like kind of finish the playthrough correctly. Because we're at the very tail end of the game. Like we're almost there. So yeah, that's been cool. Been playing Halo Infinite Season 4, Infection. So Infection came to Season 4 with career ranks, the Hazmat Armor Core, 2 new equipment items, the Enemy Seeker or whatever, and then the Quantum Translocator. So it's like a portal device. So like you leave a portal behind and then you can keep teleporting to it through the period of the device's duration. It's a very cool device. Can definitely come up with some really cool shit. Highly recommend playing with it. I think Halo Infinite's in a really good state right now. The problem is it's too little too late for casual fans or just curious gamers to go back and play. So that is the unfortunate thing with that. It is a bummer because I think Halo Infinite has so much potential. I mean, next season they're trying to bring out Firefight, an extraction kind of mode, and then Forge AI, so like people can make their own like missions and firefight levels with AI and stuff. So it's a little bit of a bummer to see like the state of the game, but unfortunately like gaming as a whole right now is just kind of weird. Like there's good games out there, but they're just not the quality and I would say the tier of like Skyrim, Elden Ring, Monster Hunter World, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. Like these games are God of War. There's these games that come out and completely blow everyone away just by the quality of the content, the way it launches, the story, the gameplay. I still do wish like Tears of the Kingdom had some kind of maybe more of a combo system with the melee combat, but I know like if you incorporate all the powers and stuff, you can do some really cool shit. So yeah, gaming is just weird right now, but we do have like Mortal Kombat 1 coming out. The Starfield stuff looks cool. You can watch my Xbox Game Showcase live reaction. I literally watch it and talk about it live. So that was really fun. Yeah, I think that's it for like, I've been playing Mario Kart with Miles, my nephew. That's been fucking so much fun. So cool. It is absolutely a blast to like play that with him and see how excited he gets to play it with me. It's very cool too because they have a feature called Smart Steering. So like if someone, like a kid just getting into the game, you can press that and basically it kind of steers for them, especially if they get close to the edge of the map. So it's really cool for him to learn to use the items and accelerate and like make sure to always keep accelerating. So that way we can turn off Smart Steering eventually and get him used to it. But that's been a blast. Every time he comes over now, he wants to play Mario Kart and I love it. I'm all here for it. So we play, I think I only let him play for like 30 minutes, if that, and then we're done. So we do about like 6 races, but it's honestly a good time. I don't want him to like come over and just play that for hours and neglect anyone else or his own sister and stuff. So obviously trying to manage that time, but honestly he loves his bite-sized play sessions. The kid has a hell of a time. He's too young to give a shit about how long he's playing it because he's just having fun. So that's been really an honor to be able to do that with any of my little kids. They're fucking awesome. Mikey and Joey, I remember they were playing Monster Hunter World once and they came over and they were just getting scared at the monsters. It was really cool. Well, not cool that they got scared, but they loved it at first. They loved the environments, and then when the big ass Rathalos came, they're like, "Oh shit!" They didn't say shit, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So that's pretty much it in terms of catching up. I feel like I'm not missing anything. I'm gonna be going to Korean barbecue with some friends. Gonna be catching up. Very much looking forward to that this week. Try to hang out with Jared again before he leaves. Life has just been really good right now. I'm like beyond grateful for it. So thank you for everyone who's been a part of that and continues to support this show. Before we jump into July 4th and just how much I appreciate it. Yeah, I started watching The Bear as well. So that's cool. Tom Segura's new special, Sledgehammer, is out now on Netflix, a comedy special. Tom Segura is one of my favorite comedians. I think the special's really good. I just think, the critique I have is like, you kind of have to know like the Tom Segura universe now at this point, like the Your Mom's House universe. So if you haven't listened to that podcast, I've definitely listened to several over the years, either with his mom or dad, so you can experience like them and their characters because they're on the podcast and they're fucking hilarious. So every time he talks about them, it's kind of just the best. So that way you could probably appreciate the jokes a little bit better. But a fantastic special regardless. Yeah, so it's I think there's something else I watched. I just don't remember what it is. But we can kind of dive into it for the July 4th thing. So me and my oldest brother, Chris, had a polite disagreement, if you want to call it that. He thinks Sandlot should not be considered a July 4th movie. And I do. I do think Sandlot is very much a July 4th movie. Not only does it take place over the summer in July when they celebrate July 4th with the fireworks, they also go to what is clearly a summer, festival. I keep thinking of the one in LA. Oh, like a fair, the LA County Fair, right? So they basically celebrate July 4th in the film. It's a classic summer movie. I mean, it's the epitome of like what kids used to do during summertime, and probably some still do today. Obviously, the internet kind of ruined some of that. But I think Sandlot should very much be a July 4th movie as much as Die Hard should be a Christmas movie. So that's kind of like the argument I had behind it is like, I don't think Die Hard like lands on Christmas, but it clearly takes place during the holidays because there's Christmas decorations everywhere. And, he's saving people's lives, he's saving Christmas for these people. So John McClane is a real life Christmas hero. But yeah, so that was a poll I ran on my personal Instagram, really starting to shift gears back towards the It Just Works Instagram. So keep track of those polls. I'm really excited to kind of jump back into that. But yeah, so I did the poll, and honestly, the answer was unanimous. A lot of people agree with me that The Sandlot is a July 4th film. For the people who don't agree with me, or I'm sorry, not don't agree with me. For the people who said no, I question you, because literally the 3 people who said no are the ones that I would have probably guessed that would say yes. So yeah, dude, Sandlot's a July 4th film. Come on, we all know it is. So yeah, I like July 4th. Let's talk about the holiday real quick. This week I didn't do anything. I just kind of stayed home, vegged out as much as I could. It was really nice to relax. I don't think I got out of bed till like almost 10 a.m. and then ate, hung out for a bit, went and worked out outside at like 2 p.m. or whatever. And then I think took a shower, had dinner, hung out for a bit, and then went to my brother's house. So just went and hung out with him and the kids, his family. So it was cool. A very, very chill July 4th. Kind of in my head about some things that made me not really enjoy it too much, but it's on my own damn fault. But thankfully I got it off my chest for the most part. Like I said, just dealing with some stuff. Obviously, as we know from previous episodes and what I talk about, time is the only thing that heals. There's just some things I need to get over and move on from. But I'm working on it. It's obviously important to keep moving on and keep growing as a person. I don't think it ever stops. There's just some things I miss dearly in my life. And I'm just learning to accept it and be comfortable with my own time and my independency, I guess you could say. Just being single again. But yeah, one of my favorite things about July 4th, to kind of lighten it up again, is when I was a kid, shout out to the Riams and the Todds. I can probably leave it as vaguely as that, I think. And, the Raposas, just the whole neighborhood back then. We had block parties. So all of us, the whole day, the street was cut off. And the whole day we're hanging out, throwing water balloons, going swimming, doing outdoor activities, chasing each other, playing poopy tag, which is like a tag game around the neighborhood, eating good food, having snow cones, fireworks, riding our bikes. Honestly, like, I think that's why Sandlot has something special has a special place in my heart, because besides the baseball, like them hanging out and always being together through the summer, that really was my life when I was a kid. And I'm just like insanely grateful for it. Just really fond memories that I will cherish for the rest of my life with some amazing people who were like family to me. And, so if they ever hear this, I'm sure they would probably agree with me that they were really good times for sure. Just an amazing group of families and individuals that I love and cherish, seriously. So that's why like July 4th always kind of has like a special place in my heart, because one, like Sandlot and the connectivity to it with my life and what I did celebrating it as a kid, the fireworks, going somewhere to watch fireworks. It's just no matter what, as a kid, we always did something. And that's like kind of it doesn't have to be sad, but I just haven't done much lately. But I haven't really like celebrated July 4th properly in a while. I did last year, but before that though I didn't. So definitely excited to hopefully celebrate it properly next year. It's just, this year it just landed on a Tuesday and I was tired as shit. It just didn't work out for me too well. I allowed myself to be too tired to have fun. But I hope all of you had a amazing July 4th. Happy birthday to America. I think the greatest country in the world. I think we have a lot to work on, but I think we've worked on most stuff better than any other country. I think, not to get too serious, but I do think that a lot of people forget how far we've come, and obviously we have a long way to go, but I think we're doing amazing, and I think it's just going to continue to get better as long as we work together and have a good time. Obviously not everyone has to see eye to eye and everything, but I think as long as we can agree as people for the common good, I think that's great. But I absolutely love this country, and I love most of the people I meet. I very grateful for a lot of the strangers I meet, and whether it's just casual conversation. I think there's a lot of great people out there. So I hope everyone just had a really good July 4th. I hope you were safe. Hope you ate a lot of good food. Hope you stayed hydrated, because obviously it's a little warm out here. But yeah, so that's it. That's going to be it for the episode today. Just thank you guys so much for sticking around to listening to this or watching this, whatever you do. Be sure to keep an eye out for my August giveaway. I think I'm still going to run it. I have to do some things first to make sure I do. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. Be sure to check me out on all my socials. So it's ItJustWorksPodcast across the board. And then be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. It'd mean a lot to me. I really, really would love to grow the YouTube channel. YouTube doesn't seem to really be going anywhere, and I like the idea of making fun videos of my gameplay. So keep an eye out for that, friends. But I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Thank you again, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.